Hey folks, welcome back to Spanish Fork 17. Now we are in the championship matchup of the intermediate division of the 2022 Spikeball tournament. We got thrown a bit of a changeup. We thought that we were watching a semifinal matchup between Anderson and Toon Squad. I guess they were just kind of exhibitioning for fun. So it actually ended up being Anderson versus the team we're seeing right now, Rushton, and Rushton ending up taking down Anderson in that semifinal matchup. So it sets up this championship match between Stauffer and Rushton. Rushton, we've not been able to see them. They were in one of the other pools that we did not get coverage of. And so this will be the first time seeing them here in this championship round, whereas we've gotten all sorts of coverage on Stauffer and very much appreciate their game. And it'll be a fun championship match here as, again, Rushton able to take down Anderson in that semifinal matchup. And I really honestly thought Anderson had a real shot at making it to this championship game and even potentially taking this whole thing. They've got a really good squad, and so kudos to them for making it to the semifinals and making it real interesting. But here we are in this championship round, Stauffer versus Rushton. Again, quick reminder that this is a one-game matchup to 21. And the winner of this one, obviously, taking home the trophy and the bragging rights here for the Fiesta Days tournament. Again, we hope that you've been enjoying all of our Fiesta Days coverage here on Spanish Fork 17, whether it is this Spikeball tournament or highlights of our softball tournament, pickleball tournament. Hope that you've got your tickets for the Fiesta Days Rodeo coming up next week. Again, just a big shout out to the Spanish Fork Parks and Rec that make these tournaments possible and really make these just a fun time, just outside, out at the ballpark or wherever these activities are. Cornhole still over to our left is going super strong. It's going to be a long night of throwing the bags around down there on the other end of the sports park. And we are pretty close to being all wrapped up here with the Spikeball tournament. Again, this is the championship round here of the intermediate division. We did not get any of the pool play or any of the bracket play of the beginner division, partly because, we just want to get the good stuff, want to get coverage of the real fun and interesting teams. And so we kind of camped out here at this particular net and got lucky with absolutely fantastic pool play with Stauffer, Anderson, and Vogelsberg. All three teams really talented, and was sad to see Vogelsberg not be able to make it to bracket play. They definitely should have a chance next year, I believe. I think they're a pretty talented squad, and maybe if they get a little bit luckier in their pool play draw, definitely have a chance to be able to advance. Because, again, Stauffer coming in as the reigning champs of this particular division from last year, and so not shocked to see them in the championship round, though they did take a loss in pool play to Anderson. But, again, it was a tight matchup, and so and their skill sets are kind of different. Anderson very much just kind of a power play kind of team. They've got a guy on their team that just has an absolute cannon of a left arm that just was blasting it off the trampoline. As at that point, we'll see what the call ends up being here. They do give the point to Rushton. Was waiting for a potential pocket call, but that does give the point there. A little bit of a miss serve there, a little short, so second serve for Rushton. Solid one, good setup here for Stauffer. Again, that's kind of been their trademark, is they do just such a good job of getting themselves really set up nicely with that second hit, and then good job of reading the defense and knowing where to send that final hit. Good dig. Tried to swing back around and make a play at the trampoline, but misses their point going to Rushton. Again, nice setup, good positioning there. Goes for the dive and made a play on it, but with getting into the restricted area there and actually getting to the trampoline, ends up being a point there for Rushton, who's now finding a little groove here in this championship round. Solid serve, but good dig. Tramp butt pocket, so point once again here for Rushton. Throws a bit of a changeup there with the serve, and then just classic play there for Stauffer, just finding the the open green grass for a point. I'm not talking quite loud enough for me to hear the score, but again, very solid championship round here for both teams. Again, this is a lot of talent here in Spanish Fork when it comes to the Spikeball tournaments here. I've always been impressed. I've come down here the last couple years. Just a lot of folks that really know what they're doing, great positioning and solid athleticism here at these tournaments. Just a good understanding of really what you want to do. I guess we're tied up at 7, I think is what we're hearing here. Again, this going to 21. Oh, yeah, loved the setup, loved the thought, but just barely missing, so the score will move to 8-7. Again, I'm waiting for the opportunity to be able to say that these tournaments are brought to you by 2 Jacks Pizza. I did mention that in pool play, but throwing that idea out there once again to our friends over at 2 Jacks Pizza. Would love an opportunity to be chomping down on some barbecue chicken cheese sticks. So, you know, think about it as a potential opportunity, because these tournaments are very well attended. Oh, c'est magnifique on the play, but there is some question as to whether that was legal. They do give the points over to Stauffer, so got 8-11 now as the score here in this championship matchup. Good thought on the serve, but off the rim. Solid dig there by Rushton, but a good setup. Oh, it's a good setup there for Stauffer, but ends up hitting the pocket. 12-8 here for Rushton. Pocket on the serve. It's going to be a double fault. 9-12 the score here in this championship matchup. Going to be beyond the reach there, and be a reserve opportunity here for Stauffer. Solid one. They do get a nice setup. Big swing there with the right hand. Good dig. Great setup. And tries to slam it through there, but just barely missing, so point going to Rushton on that one. Yeah, we hope that you've been enjoying our Fiesta Days coverage, whether it be just tuning in here for Spikeball or all of our other activities that we've been able to give you coverage of on our YouTube page, Spanish Fork 17's YouTube page. Got to be down here for the softball tournament and saw some absolute just dingers, just absolute moonshots hit as part of that tournament. I think at one point was looking at the particular hill on the field that we were at. We were on field 2, just a Don Andrews field down basically on the other side of the sports park, and there were about 15 balls littered actually on the hill itself, and then I know of another like basically 15 others that were actually up and beyond the hill that's beyond the fence. So I mean, yeah, there were just some tanks hit in the softball tournament, and so hopefully you were able to tune in and see some of those and be able to appreciate just the talent that we have here in terms of softball here in Spanish Fork, which makes sense given the tradition of baseball and softball that we do have down here. Both of the Dons teams finishing #1 in the regular season. A bit of a misstep in the playoffs for the Dons, ending up losing in a best-of-3 series in the state playoffs to the rival Maple Mountain Golden Eagles, which we got you coverage of on Spanish Fork 17, and what a series that was. Oh, my goodness. The Golden Eagles able to come back and win the last 2 games. That may arguably be the greatest upset in Utah baseball history, Utah State baseball history. Maple Mountain came into state as the number 19 team, and they took down the #1 team. And like the consensus #1 team. Lehigh was close, but like the Dons were clearly the #1 team in the regular season. So for Maple Mountain to go on that run was very impressive. But then obviously the Lady Dons doing what they do, just absolutely dominant throughout the regular season and through state, taking home the tournament, taking home the playoff, the state championship, going back to back, and in a position for them to easily potentially be a three-peat, as a lot of their key stars from this year's squad will be returning. So very excited to see what the Lady Dons do this upcoming season. And it'll be a little bit of a rebuild season, if you want to call any season a rebuild season for the Dons. But still plenty of returning talent, including Will Dart, who was sensational for them this past season as a sophomore. Excited to see what he does in his junior and senior years. Just phenomenal talent for Spanish Fork, as there is a phenomenal play that you just saw from Stauffer, as really did a good job of just really controlling the net there on that particular rally, and hopefully working themselves back into this championship game. Rushton really has kind of been rolling here as we've been discussing baseball and softball. But again, Stauffer, the reigning champs here in this particular division, so certainly have it in them to be able to make a nice run here in this championship matchup. And there you go, as they've worked their way back into this one. It is all tied up at 16. Good tight matchup here in this Spikeball Championship, again as part of our Fiesta Days coverage here on Spanish Fork 17. That one will be off. We'll give it a nice little kick from our spot here and get it back over to the field to play. So opportunity here for Rushton. Solid setup there by Stauffer, but ends up going high off the trampoline. A little bit of a miscue there on the setup, and then mishit on the spike there. Ooh, solid. Absolutely solid serve there. Haven't seen a lot of those lefty serves land for Stauffer, but nice job there on that one. It really does have just a nice, solid line drive feel to it. Good pop-up. Oh, tries to go kind of the backward shot there. Unsuccessful. Point going to Rushton. Goes for the big serve. Comes up short, hitting the rim. It'll be a second serve opportunity. Goes change up instead. Big blammer. Dug up nicely, though, by Rushton. Gets it right to the trampoline. Big solid hit there, but it will go off rim, so point going to Stauffer. 19-18. Great dig, good solid hit. Wow, dug up so nicely in that second hit there was fantastic. This thing is all tied up now at 19. And that's a great rally. Both teams really were solid on their offense, but just a little bit better offense there from Rushton, going for the backhand serve. Nothing doing there. We'll go straight up here with the serve. Big slam and beyond the reach. It's going to be
good hustle.
Game point here for Stauffer, hoping to defend their title. Big opportunity here for them. Coming right down to the wire here on Spanish Fork 17. It'll be a second serve. Good setup for Rushton. Nice hip move there by Stauffer. Goes left to try to find the trampoline. It will go long. We're all knotted up at 20. Solid serve. Good setup, though, for Stauffer. Popped up nicely by Rushton. Does just a nice little deke move there right at the trampoline. It is down. Advantage now to Rushton. See what he's got in store here with the serve. Goes change up again. Good setup. Big slam. Dug up nicely. Good offense there from Rushton, but better defense there by Stauffer. Good pop up. Tries to get over to it, and we are knotted up once again. And two teams with supreme talent and great communication. This has been everything you could want in a championship matchup here in this Spikeball tournament. And there we go, advantage back to Stauffer. Tries to go for the changeup with a little bit of spin on it. Nothing doing. Second serve. Good setup for Rushton. Kills it. Good dig, though, by Stauffer. Diving effort off the trampoline. That is going to be the ball game there. What a match, though, here in this championship round. Stauffer taking it here. Defending champs. Defend the title. Go back to back. Absolutely fantastic game here in this championship round. Really high-quality spike ball all around here at this tournament here in 2022. Was very impressed. Enjoyed a lot of our pool play games were absolutely fantastic. All the bracket plays that we got to see, also pretty great. And yeah, just chef smooch for both teams. Just absolutely sensational. Rushton coming in, getting to this championship matchup. Very skilled. Would love to see them back here next year. And as we see, Stauffer getting presented with their prize. And we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up here again. We hope that you've enjoyed our coverage here of the 2022 Spikeball Tournament. For our crew here, I'm Andrew LaRose. We hope you've enjoyed the highlights, and hope that you continue to enjoy more of our coverage here of Fiesta Days here on Spanish Fork 17.